and gentlemen, this is Judgespektre, bringing you my thoughts on Batman and Robin, the PlayStation 1 video game. Now, I should get this out of the way pretty as early as I can, that there's almost nothing positive to say about this game as it relates to the core gameplay, because almost every area of it is substandard. The controls are awful, the camera is bad, it's overly murky as to where you're supposed to be going or what you're supposed to be doing at some points, and it's just a mess. But what I did want to talk about were the ideas that were brought into this game. Not necessarily the execution of the ideas, but just the ideas themselves. Now, I've always been intrigued by the idea of an open world Batman video game, kind of like Grand Theft Auto Spider-Man. I don't think you can really do Batman in this way and make it feel 100% like truly being Batman, but I've always been interested in the idea, and I would really like to see it done on the next generation of consoles that we're on right now, just to see how it would work, if it would be totally bad. I mean, if this game's any indication, it wouldn't be very good, but I'm still curious nonetheless. Another feature in this game that I really liked was finding clues and analyzing them in the back computer, which would point you in the direction of the next crime that you're supposed to stop. Utilizing Batman's detective skills are something that's not done very often in Batman games, and it's a very important part of his character, and it's very often overlooked. And the fact that they tried to use that in this game was very interesting, and I would definitely like to see that used to a bigger extent in future Batman titles. And also, driving the Batmobile in this game was actually kind of cool, even though the controls were terrible. I don't think you can be Batman truly without having some of his vehicles in the game, because Batman has so many gadgets and vehicles that it's just a blast to use them, and I would really like to see more of his vehicles being used in future Batman titles also as well. All in all, this game was pretty bad, and it's almost pointless talking about it since Batman Arkham Asylum has been released, and it's not only the greatest Batman game I've ever played, but it's probably the greatest comic book game I've ever played, because it really nailed the character down to a T. They pulled off pretty much everything you need to do to make a Batman game truly great. And if you have a chance, definitely buy that game because it's awesome. And I may even be doing a project on that sometime in the future just because of how awesome I think that it is. Now, I think that just about wraps up everything I was going to say about this. Now, I do have several other projects I'm working on presently, and as they start to come together, I'll start posting some information about them, so keep an eye on my channel for some new content. Until next time, this is Judgespektre, signing off.